Good day, everyone. I'm Alexa C. Panciles from BSOA 1C. Today, with my group mates, we will going to discuss about taking care of one's health. We have three topics. It's our stress and stressors, coping and stress management, and need for self-care and compassion. Before I proceed to my proper discussion about stress and stressor, I prepared a one question for you guys. But since recording lang to and hindi ko kayo ask in person, so I decided na yung sister ko na lang ang mag-answer nito. So, I asked her this question. How do you know if you are stressed? I feel the stress when I pressure myself to meet the standards of other people, for me to become of what they want me to be, knowing that I am really tired inside. She's my sister and she was a fresh graduate, took up the Bachelor of Elementary Education. So based on her answer, nafe-feel niya yung stress by pressuring herself. Kung mamimit niya ba yung standards ng ibang tao or kakaisip kung makakaya niya ba yung gusto ng ibang tao para sa kanya. To better understand my topic about stress and stressors, let's proceed to stress. So what is stress? Stress, it is the body's natural response to a real or perceived danger. When you encounter a potential threat, your nervous system reacts by pumping stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline or epinephrine through your body. It is also a psychological perception from pressure and it takes our fight or flight response. So, kung kayo ay nakinig ng nakaraang seminar, one of the speakers says, stress is not always negative. May pagkakataon na yung mafe-feel natin na stress ay nakakatulong pala para mag-cope sa kung ano man nararamdaman natin. Be detrimental, physically or psychologically. Nararamdaman natin ng stress kapag nakaka-encounter tayo ng mga potential threat. Kapag naisip natin na nasa sitwasyon tayo na parang naagrabyado tayo. So, ito naman yung apat na type of stress. We have acute stress, chronic stress, distress, and eustress. Ano nga ba ang acute stress? Acute stress is also known as short-term stress that can either be positive or more distressing. This is the type of stress you most encounter in day-to-day life. The example of this stress is when you are arguing with your family members. Kung mahilig kang makipagtalo sa kahit isa sa miyembro ng inyong pamilya, ay maaaring yung galit na nararamdaman mo ay stress na pala yun. Hindi ka lang aware, ang alam mo lang galit ka. Next is the chronic stress. Chronic stress is stress that seems never-ending and it's inescapable, like the stress of a bad marriage or extremely taxing job. Chronic stress can also stem from traumatic experiences and childhood trauma. Itong stress na to ay pumapangalawa sa distress. Kumbaga sa madaling sabi, ito yung mahirap lutasan, lusutan, or mahirap takasan. Dito nakapaloob yung trauma mo, yung bad marriage, like yung pag-aabuso sa'yo ng asawa mo, yung mga traumatic experience mo nung naranasan mo nung bata ka pa. Last year, February, naramdaman ko yung chronic stress nito because I was experienced a traumatic experience. I am a brave person. Kaya ko magsulo sa diplom, kaya ko magpatindahan ng sulo, dawa dis oras na ning banggi. Naranasan ko or na-experience ko, itong most traumatic experience na ito, biglang nagbago sa buhay ko. Takot na ako magluwas, or even mag-solo sa kwarto, takot na din ako. Hindi ko lang na-realize na kapag nagka-trauma ka, mababago na pala ng buhay. That like before, na sobrang brave ko, dawa babae ako. Pero kung na-experience ko ito, nawara sa pagka-brave. Feeling ko ang nasa paligid ko mararaot na tawa. Pero daiman ka, boss. Estado ko man ang maray. And sense ko din kung maraot ang sarong tao. Next is the distress. It is a negative psychological response to a stress. Example, anger, anxiety, nervousness, irritability, or tension. Sa gabus na stress, uni ang pinaka-negative. Why? Because minsan di tayo aware sa mga nararamdaman. Maliit or malaki man na bagay mag-cause ng distress. Kung napapansin mo na lagi kang irita, galit, nanenervyos, maaring may distress. Stress ay dapat tutukan. Pwedeng mag-lead ito into depression. Kapag hindi natin nakayanan ang depression, gumawa ng bagay na hindi naman kaaya. May tinatawag tayong suicide, gawa yan ng mga taong hindi nakakayanan ng problema. Kaya guys, kung may problema kayo, try to seek a person na makakatulong sa inyo para ma-overcome nyo kung ano man yung problem na meron kayo. Meron akong kwento about a girl na nakita ko, na witness ko na mag-suicide sana. This girl is very close to me. Pero nang nagka-problem siya, hindi niya man lang naisip na sabihin sa akin. Although ina-ask ko naman siya that time na kung okay lang ba siya kasi hindi na siya kumikibo every time na nag-uusap kami. One time, pumunta ako sa bahay nila. I asked her mom kung nasaan siya. And she told me that nandun daw sa bodega. May kinukuha lang daw. Pero iba na yung kutob ko that time. Sa isip ko, parang may ginagawa siya. And guess what? I was right. She's holding a bottle of Sunrox cleaner. Dali-dali akong tumakbo sa kanya. And I asked her, bakit may hawak kang ganyan? Sabi niya, ayaw niya na. Tatapusin niya na raw yung buhay niya. Tinanong ko kung bakit. Sabi niya, pagod daw siya. So bilang kaibigan, nag-advise ako sa kanya kung ano dapat niyang gawin. So sabi ko sa kanya, sabihon mo man daw sa kuya kung anong problema mo para matabangan ta ka. Buo ka na lang barkada sa ko. Garuta ka naman lang tugang. Kaya kung may problema ka, magsabi ka. Hanggang sa kaya kong tatabangan ta ka para ma-overcome mo. So, dinangog niya man ako, sinabi niya man sa kuya, sa mga problema niya. And now, nahiling ko ining girl na ini after 5 years, I think. She's older than me. Nahiling ko siya, nakasulot na siya ng uniform na pang teacher. Sabi ko, ay wow, teacher ka na. And nag-thank you siya sa kuya. Kung bako dahil sa kuya, dahil siya makakasulot ng uniform na pang teacher, hindi siya makakatukdo, and dahil niya maaabot sa pangarap niya. And I was very happy dahil sa simple way ko na pag-advise sa iya, nakasalba ako ng sarong buhay. The eustress. Eustress occurs when your stress comes from positive change or motivates you to improve. This allows you to benefit from the energy producing effects of stress hormone. Lahat ng stress, ito lang yung pinaka-positive. Why? Because matutulungan ka nito para ma-improve yung sarili mo, para ma-improve yung self-esteem mo, ma-boost your confidence mo. Halimbawa, naka-highest ka sa quiz nyo, yung na-feel mo na saya is yun na yung stress, yung positive stress. Nakakuha ka ng promotion sa company, yung nakabili ka ng luho mo, gusto mo, yung naka-order ka sa Shopee ng gusto mong bilhin at may pangbayad ka. Dumating na yung parcel mo, yung positive stress, yun yung eustress na tinatawag. Ito din yung mga benefits niya. Increase your focus, elevate your energy, boost your motivation, improve your physical well-being, make you more resilient. So, dapat eustress lang ang nararamdaman natin, hindi acute stress, distress, and even the chronic stress. Let's be positive always. Dumako naman tayo sa stressor. So, ang stressors are life events or situation that trigger stress. Trigger fight or flight response, prompting the release of stress hormones throughout your body. Sa madaling sabi, ang stressor is yung nag-uudyok sa atin para ma-stress tayo. Ito yung mga pangyayari na dahilan kung bakit nakakaramdam tayo ng stress. There's some common stressors. Work stressors. This includes having a long to-do list, a toxic boss, or a high-pressure work environment. Ito naman, common to sa mga employee. Kapag maraming gagawin, kapag yung boss nila is laging galit, or even nasa work environment ka na pangit or nampe-pressure, nararamdaman natin is yun yung stressor. The financial stressor. Excessive debt, living paycheck to paycheck, or expensive car repairs could stress you financially. Ito, common to ngayon. Kapag marami kang utang, marami kang iisipin na problema. Kaya ang ending, stress. The emotional stressor. Here we can include relationship troubles, lack of social support, or being a primary caregiver. Kapag binayaan ka kang bata mo, sumamati mong kulog, yunaan ang tiga-apod na stressor. So, namamati mo ang apod stressor, pero sa bata mo ang apod duman is stress. And mga stressors din, crisis or catastrophe, bagyo, giyera, mga calamity, mga cause of stressors yan. Major life events, marriage, college, death, birth. Daily hassles, micro-stressors, annoyances, conflict. Very common ni sa mga students na arog ta. Itong feeling na, kaya nga nag-tricycle ka na hali sa terminal, tanganing dai ka malate, pero sa driver man, dinibot-libot ka pa sa sentrong gawa. So, isa yan guys, ma-stress ka iyan. Ambient stressors, pollution, noise, crowding, and traffic. Ako talaga very irritable ako pag abot sa noise. Habo ko kayang maribok. Gusto ko pero may peace of mind. Kaya kapag maribok ka mo, guys, na-stress ako. Joke. Traffic. Ang traffic talaga cause of stress iyan. Lalo na sa mga tawong kulang sa pasensya. So, dito na po nagtatapos yung reporting ko. So, let's come now to hindi na lang po nagtatapos ang report ko. And let's now proceed to need for self-care and compassion to be discussed by Miss Angel Palaypayan and Mr. Kyle Pamada.
Good morning everyone, this is the reporter number 60. The topic is the need for self-care and self-compassion. So, dito muna po tayo sa self-care. Self-care is the process of establishing behavior to ensure holistic well-being of oneself. Self-care means taking the time to do things that help your life well-being, improve both your physical health and mental health. It is encouraged you maintain a healthy relationship with yourself. So, ang self-care daw po ay nakakabuti sa ating katawan. Kailangan natin i-maintain at huwag natin pabayaan po ito. Sundin natin ang mas nakakabuti para sa ating katawan. Like for example, kailangan natin kumain sa tamang oras, matulog sa tamang oras, kailangan ng katawan natin ng exercise, and why kailangan natin po sundin yun? Kasi po, yun po ang need ng ating ng ating katawan. Kapag hindi po natin sinunod yun, pwede po tayong magkasakit, hindi tayo makakapag-isip ng maigi. Like for example, busy sa work and sa school. Sa sobrang busy, nakalimutan ng kumain sa tamang oras. Tapos kapag kakain din ay konti lang. So, hindi po yun nakakabuti sa ating katawan. Kaya dapat po, kahit busy sa work or sa school, kailangan natin i-maintain na humain sa tamang oras, matulog sa tamang oras, and kailangan din po natin ng rest. Kasi, kapag hindi po tayo nag-rest, na tuloy-tuloy yung trabaho natin, maaapektuhan po ang katawan natin yan. And so, kailangan po natin ng rest kasi para pagbalik ng work, meron po ulit tayong energy na gagamitin. So, meron po tayong 5 parts of self-care. Una po is physical. It is nutrition, hydration, and exercise practice. So, like for example po is regular sleep. Kailangan po natin matulog sa tamang oras. Healthy eating. Kailangan po natin kumain ng mga masustansya. Rest after work. Kailangan magpahinga para bumalik sa trabaho. Exercise. Kailangan din po ng ating katawan ng exercise. Yan po ang example ng physical. Kailangan po yan ng ating katawan para mapangalagaan po natin ang ating katawan. So, number 2 is intellectual. We look after ourselves by expanding our knowledge mindset. So, napangangalagaan din ang ating sarili sa ating malawak na kaalaman at sa ating malawak na pag-iisip. Next is social. Social involves our connection with other people. Like for example, have fun together. So, syempre, masaya na kailangan din ng ating sarili to have fun together. And next is time with loved ones. Syempre, kaya may oras tayong kasamang mga mahal natin sa buhay. And next is ask and offer help. Yan po. Isa din po siya sa need ng ating katawan po. Ng ating sarili. Next is emotional. Emotionals, taking time to reflect on your thoughts and feelings and to check with yourself regularly. So, ito, like for example, respect yourself. So, kailangan natin i-respect ang ating sarili. Huwag po natin abusuhin. Katulad ng kahit di mo na kaya, sige pa rin. Dapat po hindi po ganon. Dapat po meron din po tayong respect sa ating sarili. Next is stress management. So, kailangan po marunong tayong mag-manage ng stress, hindi yung overstress tayo. Kasi nakakasama po yun sa ating sarili, sa ating katawan. And next is express feelings. Siyempre, kailangan din natin ipahayag din ng ating damdamin. And then, what the last? The last is spiritual. So, spiritual nurtures your spirit and allows you think bigger than yourself. So, syempre, hindi natin pwedeng kalimutan ang pray, ang manalangin, and meditate, contemplate life. Yan po ang example ng spiritual. So, dito na po tayo sa self-compassion. It's treating yourself the same way you would treating a friend during a difficult time. Self-compassion is the ability to turn understanding, acceptance, and love inward. Many people are willing to extend compassion towards others but find it difficult to extend compassion toward themselves. So, self-compassion, if have caring to others, your self-compassion will reflect here. Ibig sabihin po nito ay pinapakita natin sa mga tao kung ano talaga tayo at kung anong ugali natin. Like for example, sa mga kaibigan natin, kapag nagkakamali tayo, nag-aaway, ay kailangan natin intindihin kung ano ba talagang mali natin at hindi natin itong i-accept, huwag natin itong i-deny. 3 parts of self-compassion. It is mindfulness, self-kindness, and common humanity.
Coping and stress management. The use of cognitive and behavioral strategies to manage the demands of a situation when these are appraised as taxing or exceeding one's resource, or to reduce the negative emotions and conflict caused by stress. Ito ang paggamit ng mga diskarte sa pag-iisip at pag-uugali upang pamunuan ang hinihinging sitwasyon para mabawasan ang negatibong emosyon at dulot ng stress. Halimbawa, kapag stress ka na dahil madami kang iniisip na problema, pwede kang gumawa ng diskarte para maiwasan ang pag-iisip ng mga ikaka-stress mo. You need a positive mind. Importance of coping. Resilience or katatagan. Too much stress can cause serious health problems, but healthy coping mechanism can help your body and mind adapt. Physical issues. Ang stress daw ay maaaring humantong sa pangmatagalang isyu sa pisikal na kalusugan, kaya napakalaga daw matutunan kung paano ito haharapin sa paraang pangkalusugan. Mental health issues. In the last healthier and happier. Stress management. What is stress management? Offers a range of ways to help you better deal with stress and difficulty, also called adversity in your life. Managing stress can help you lead a more balanced, healthier life. Stress is an automatic physical, mental, and emotional response to a difficult event. It's a common part of everyone's life. Ang pag-manage daw ng stress ay makakatulong sa iyo na magkaroon ng mas balanse at malusog na buhay, dahil ang stress daw ay karaniwang bahagi ng buhay ng tao.